Hi, my name is Carla Rivera, and welcome to this episode of South Hawk News. Next week will be full of excitement as we get ready for Bird Bowl 32. The South Hawk cheerleaders and their sponsors have set up the week with some exciting themes. Here's Matthew Vargas with the story.
Next week, Harlingen South will be celebrating Spirit Week, which will lead into the upcoming 32nd Bird Bowl. Christina Barrera and the cheerleaders have scheduled a variety of great themes for the week.
The purpose of Spirit Week is to promote school spirit across our campus. We want to get all of the student body involved, staff members, to really rally behind our Harlingen High School South Hawks and help support them during this week where we are playing against our rivals and we know that we are going to win.
The themes are selected by the cheerleaders and sponsors who come together to agree on themes that would appease the student body. This year's themes are Hawks Standing on Business, wear business attire. Rush the cards, wear frat attire. Lay down the cards, wear beach or Hawaiian attire. And finally, Hawks are a step above the cards. Hawk out. Will prizes be given away for the best dressed?
Yes, this year will be the first year we're giving out prizes for the best dressed staff member, best dressed female student, and best dressed male student. We have prizes such as over $200 in gift card giveaways for restaurants like Starbucks, Cane's, Chick-fil-A, and McDonald's. We have some Hawk swag and a special secret prize for the best dressed overall.
The students will not be the only people participating in this Spirit Week. The cheerleaders will also be motivating us and showing off their school spirit. Be sure to show off your Hawk pride starting September 2nd to the 6th. Reporting for South Hawk News, I'm Matthew Vargas.
Continuing with the festivities is the Spirit Chain hosted by South Student Council. With more on that, here's Jacob Rodriguez.
The first ever Spirit Chain began in 2010. The purpose of the Spirit Chain is to gather the student body to fund a chain for a competition during the Bird Bowl with the Harlingen High School.
The longest Spirit Chain made at South was 1,400 links, but this year we plan to break that record.
The winner wins a pizza party and awesome bragging rights.
Students can participate by donating to their third period class teacher. The third period class teacher will have a mason jar, and they'll be able to donate any funds that they have. And per every 25 cents we get, one link will be made. So we're hoping to break our goal and beat the Cardinals this year.
So to make sure, help out to beat the Cardinals. Reporting for Hawk News, I'm Jacob Rodriguez.
The Performing Arts Conservatory is opening their season with their fall musical titled Once on This Island. I had a chance to see behind the scenes and interview some of the actors and sponsors. Check it out.
Once on This Island is a tale of love and faith surviving against all odds. In this depiction, the story is presented in the Gulf Coast as we follow a group of storytellers traveling across the border to achieve the American dream. The director spoke more on how the show is being presented.
This version of the musical has the audience on stage all around the actors, which is called Theater in the Round. It provides the audience with a very immersive theatrical experience. So they're going to feel like they're a part of the story. They're going to see depictions of people in clothing that are familiar to our culture here in the Rio Grande Valley. And it's going to pull them in and hopefully have them hooked and singing and dancing on their way out the door.
The conservatory consists of 4 tracks, which include theater, musical theater, dance, and technical theater. Students are selected to be a part of this program after auditioning. This group unites high school students from across HCISD as they put on performances with heartfelt stories. I spoke to Audrey Nguyen, the lead of the show, on what themes are explored in this story.
It addresses some universal messages that I think really resonate with the audience, like grief and faith and hope and especially love, which is almost what the whole musical is about. And as Ti Moon falls in love with Daniel, we go along with her on her journey and how she has to fight against prejudice and hate and especially death. And I hope the audience can find some way to relate to that because it really has a way to connect with anyone in the audience, no matter who they are or what background they come from. Once on This Island has so many themes that apply to anyone, not only across Harlingen, but across the world.
Don't miss Once on This Island, kicking off September 21st. For more information, go to hcisdpa.org. Now here's sports with Ian Juarez.
A quick congratulations to our South Varsity volleyball team for defeating the Cardinals last week. Way to show some Hawk spirit. In other news, this past weekend, our South tennis team faced off in a 2-day-long tournament known as the Harlingen Elite 8 Team Tennis Tournament. Friday and Saturday, the Hawks began play, winning a decisive victory in round 1 against PSJA Memorial with a score of 15-4. In round 2, they faced off against the Brownsville Veterans, taking an early lead in doubles at 4-3. Throughout the day, the girls were a highlight, winning a majority of their matches. But in the end, the team barely ended up losing by an overall score of 9-10. On Saturday, in round 3, the Hawks battled against the Sherryland Pioneers. After 2 rounds of match play, both our number 1 and 3 boys, Diego Garcia and Luke Hawker, both faced injuries that prevented them from continuing play. Despite this, our Hawks continued to fight on. Unfortunately, in the end, they ended up with a losing score of 8-11. Despite the odds being stacked against them, our Hawks put up an amazing fight. This week, they kick off district play by facing off against the Rivera Raiders. Go Hawks! That's all for sports. I'm Ian Juarez.
Also, make sure to check out the Harlingen South newsletter, where you'll find important updates and deadlines, upcoming school events and activities, valuable information not just for your parents, but for you, the students. Thank you for joining us on this episode of South Hawk News. Until next time, I'm Carla Rivera, and remember, South Hawks, a step above.